so glad to see your smiling faces. I hope that you have had a wonderful past few days. Today in music class, we have so many fun things planned. We're going to start off by singing I'm So Glad to Be Here, and then we are going to talk about dynamics today. Dynamics are the volume of music. Have you ever been in the car with your mom or your dad or your grandma or your grandpa or your aunt or your uncle or your cousin or your brother or your sister, and the radio played a song that you really liked and you wanted to turn up the volume? That means you wanted to make it louder. You were adjusting the dynamics in your car. So we'll get to that in just a second. Let's stand up and sing I'm So Glad to Be Here. Here we go.
I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad. I'll show you how I feel. I'll jump up high, slap my thigh, touch my nose, wink my eye, stomp my foot, tug my ear. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad. I'll show you how I feel. I'll jump up high, slap my thigh, touch my nose, wink my eye, stomp my foot, tug my ear. I'm so glad that you're here. I'll jump up high, slap my thigh, touch my nose, wink my eye, stomp my foot, tug my ear. I'm so glad to be here. Yeah!
Great job, everybody. That was fantastic. I'm so proud of you. I wanted to share 2 books with you today. They're both kind of short. One of them is, it's a little bit scary. Are you ready? Can you handle a little bit scary book? I was thinking we just passed Halloween just a few weeks ago, and today we're talking about loud and soft. So this book is going to give us an opportunity to listen and figure out what parts of the book are loud and which parts are soft. Did you know in music there's special Latin words for loud and soft? The word for loud is forte. Can you say that with me? Forte. And the word for soft is piano. I don't know if you could hear me, but I said piano really softly. Piano. And so when you hear a quiet or a piano part of this book, I want you to put your finger over your lips like you're saying shh. And when you hear a forte or a loud part of the book, I want you to put your hands up like you're using a megaphone. Loud. Are you ready? This was my book when I was your age, and so I thought it'd be really cool to share it with you today. The story we're reading is called Teeny Tiny Tale. Once upon a time, there was a teeny tiny woman. She lived in a teeny tiny town with her teeny tiny cat in a teeny tiny house. One day, the teeny tiny woman cleaned her house. Then she said to the teeny tiny cat, I am a teeny tiny bit hungry. I think I shall go out to find something for my teeny tiny supper. So she put on her teeny tiny hat, took her teeny tiny purse, patted her teeny tiny cat, and then she walked out of her teeny tiny house. The teeny tiny cat gave a teeny tiny meow. That's a quiet part. Curled up on her very own teeny tiny cushion and took a teeny tiny nap while the teeny tiny woman went shopping. When the teeny tiny woman had gone a teeny tiny way, she came to a teeny tiny gate. She opened the gate quickly and walked into a teeny tiny garden. There she is. She's going shopping. She found a teeny tiny gate and she opened it. I wonder what's in there. In the garden, she saw a teeny tiny doghouse. Near the doghouse was a teeny tiny bone. "Ah," said the teeny tiny woman, "what a lovely bone. I will take it home and make some good soup for my teeny tiny supper." Now, boys and girls, I've never heard of anybody using a bone, just a bone, to make soup. But apparently the teeny tiny woman did. So she put the teeny tiny bone back into her teeny tiny purse and went back to her house in the teeny tiny town. Now, I noticed something right away. The bone is by a doghouse that says Spot. I also noticed that the teeny tiny woman took something that didn't belong to her. That's called stealing, and we don't ever want to do that. By this time, the teeny tiny woman was too tired to make the soup, so she put the teeny tiny bone into her teeny tiny cupboard and went up her teeny tiny stairs to her teeny tiny bed. "I shall have a teeny tiny nap," she said to her teeny tiny cat. But soon the teeny tiny woman was awakened from her sleep by a teeny tiny voice. "Give me my bone." The teeny tiny woman was just a teeny tiny bit frightened. She covered her teeny tiny head with her teeny tiny blanket and fell asleep again. When she had been asleep just a teeny tiny time, she heard the voice again. This time it was a teeny tiny bit louder. "Give me my bone." I wonder who wants their bone. You see the bone in the cabinet where she hid it? This made the teeny tiny woman a teeny tiny bit more afraid. She covered her teeny tiny head a teeny tiny bit more with the teeny tiny blanket. When she had been asleep just a teeny tiny bit longer, she heard the voice again. This time it was a great, enormous voice. "Give me my bone! My bone! My bone!" The teeny tiny woman was a teeny tiny bit more frightened. She stuck her teeny tiny head out from underneath the teeny tiny blanket and said in her loudest, teeny tiny voice, "Take it!" And that, my friends, is the end. So I'm going to ask your teachers to pause the video and give you a chance to demonstrate your quiet or piano voice and to demonstrate your forte or your loud voice. If you don't want to use your voice, you can also use your hands. You can clap really quietly and really loudly. Or if you want to get really fancy, you could get you a water bottle or a cup and you could do it quietly, piano and forte. However you want to do it, I want your teachers to give you an opportunity to demonstrate your piano voice or clapping or instrument and your forte voice or clapping or instrument. So go do that and then we'll come back together. Was that lots of fun? I sure hope so. We are going to watch a really short video that's going to give you a little bit more information about dynamics or the volume and our piano and forte that we've been learning about.
Mr. Greg's Musical Madness. Hi friends, welcome to my music room. Can you say, "Hello, Mr. Greg"?
Hello, Mr. Greg.
Hey, we are going to have lots of fun. Today, we're going to learn a new word, dynamics. Can you say dynamics?
Yes.
I know you can't.
Yes.
You can? Let's hear it.
Dynamics.
Yeah, dynamics. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. Can you say that?
Dynamics is the volume of the sound.
Dynamics is the volume of the sound. Can you say the word dynamics quietly? Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Yeah. Can you say the word dynamics loudly? Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Wow, that was really loud. Okay, well, I want to show you guys something. I'm going to take my harmonica again, and I'm going to make it sound just like a train whistle, but I want you to tell me if it's quiet dynamics or loud dynamics.
Quiet.
That's right, quiet.
Loud.
That's right, loud. That was loud dynamics. Excellent. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. So now you are going to get to use your dynamics. Are you ready?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You are? Excellent. We're going to play a game with Dusty the drum. Dusty, are you ready? Excellent. We're going to use our dynamics by clapping our hands. When Dusty's hand is low, the dynamics are quiet. So we're going to clap quietly. And when Dusty's hand is high, the dynamics are loud. We're going to clap loudly. Are you ready? Dusty, take it away. Wow, that was super duper. Dynamics is the... What's dynamics again? I forgot.
Dynamics is the volume of the sound.
Dynamics is the volume of the sound. That's right. Dynamics is the volume of the sound. Well, I've had a great time with you here in my music room. I hope you come back and visit me soon. Keep listening to music, and everyone please say, bye-bye, Mr. Gray.
Bye, Mr. Gray.
Excellent. I'll see you guys next time.
Mr. Greg is so silly, but what a great game for us to play. Did you see how when Dusty the drum put his hand up higher and higher, the sound was supposed to get louder? That's exactly what the conductor or the leader of the orchestra does when he conducts the orchestra. He'll have his baton, or he might use his hand, but usually he'll have his baton, and then with his other hand, he'll do like this, and that means get louder, play louder, musicians. And when he does like this, it means play softer. Isn't that neat? We're going to end our time today with another book and then a song to go with it. I bet you know this book, and if you don't, I know you know the song. It's called Itsy Bitsy Spider. Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the water spout. Miss Varnum does not like spiders. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. So he was in the water spout, and the rain came down and washed him right out of the spout. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the spout again. Do you have a water spout at your house? I have a couple of water spouts at my house, but I didn't look inside to see if there were any spiders. Itsy Bitsy Spider spun a silver web, busy, 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 weaving every thread. Have you ever seen a spider who has spun or built a web? They're sticky. When it was ready, it glistened in the sun. So Itsy Bitsy rested. Now his work was done. So let's sing that song together. Are you ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Great job. Let's do it again. Are you ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. So I was thinking it might be kind of fun if we sang it again, but this time we sing it in our piano voice, our quiet voice. Are you ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. What about our forte voice? Are you ready? our loud voice. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Well, boys and girls, I hope that you have had a wonderful time in music class. As always, it is so good to see you, and I hope that you have a wonderful few days until I get to see you again. Bye!